Good evening everyone, welcome back to Tom Plays Europa Universalis 4 for absolute beginners. We are back with Great Britain and we're just taking our land back from the Pretender uprising. Looks like the civil war was averted, and yeah, hopefully recovering again and trying to decide whom to attack next. If anyone, because you know, we really could do with recovering. Currently have no casus belli on Aragon, so that needs fixing. I was amazed by how many allies some people seem to manage to have, without them making much headway diplomatically. Still. Let's get you back to Antwerp. How are we doing with the Commonwealth? Right, they're now on minus 31 with us. It's pretty good considering they're our rival. So we're still not going to be able to get it positive, but we're getting there. Papal State wants military access, and that is fine. Naval rebels in France that we possibly are not powerful enough to put down, but it looks like the French army is, so that's good. I'm also keeping an eye on this over here. This again is just due to the fact that our army's a bit reduced right now. So probably best to let France deal with that if we possibly can. Right, yeah, I think that's fine. That's still far too expensive, and we still need to increase tax. Okay, in fact that's the only thing we need to do, so that is in Kent. Unfortunately it's probably already got global trade, so not the ideal choice. But it's made the clergyman loyal, and we also have another merchant, so I'm guessing someone else has got to 10 provinces, which is brilliant. Okay, depletion of manpower reserves. Yeah, I'm not doing that. However, a workshop isn't a bad thing. I could go with that. And it is just a workshop at this stage. Okay, let's do the merchant. So this is good because we will hopefully be tipping the scales towards becoming ridiculously rich. And we can start at least upgrading to +2 advisors, which we desperately need, because we've been on basic ones for far too long. Right, so we don't have anyone in the actual English Channel, but I'm not really sure we need someone. I think we maybe tried it and it wasn't that effective. So it looks like Chesapeake Bay is the next highest option, which is here. So at the moment this goes to the Gulf of St. Lawrence, but we can send it straight to the English Channel, so yeah, that sounds good. So transfer trade power. So as usual, we can keep an eye on the actual effect Need to remember to do this. If you want to make the most of trade, I mean, I'm not going to worry about it too much. Pretty confident that we're going to become very, very rich. But if you ever want to make the most of trade, I still think the best way to do it is to just keep an eye on it directly. And you see we have gained a fair bit there. Okay, so advisors. So we've got this improved relations advisor, which is great, but I'm thinking let's go up to a +2. Definitely do like the discipline advisor. Actually, prestige is good as well, but nonetheless, let's try and do +2 there as well. What do we have here? Land maintenance modifier, but actually will save us money. So if we just try that. So we've still got positive money. We've now got +2 advisors throughout, so we're going to gain an extra monarch point in each category every month. Which I think... Alright, that's fine. I think we should make that the standard from now on. Okay, right, so we start on Aragon. Not too worried about the Ottomans, because it looks like Aragon's going to take even more land from them. So, who else? Well, we've already got a claim on Liege, actually, haven't we? Yep. I don't think we have anything on Cleves themselves, though, who are apparently planning to get involved with just about anything that we do. So, hey, maybe we should take their land. And we're going to do Burgundy, so that means we're entirely using our diplomats for spying now. Okay, lost a fair bit on Portugal there. I don't suppose we can remake a claim, can we? No. That is fine. Good grief, they've been conquering the nations all around us. Okay, right, definitely need to turn our attention to Mexico next time. I don't think we're going to be able to make any claims here. And apparently I am wrong. Okay. I do not mind making a claim on Castilian Canada, because it won't be us who has to deal with it. It'll be Newfoundland. So that's pretty good. Okay. It looks like France have dealt with that problem. They have a somewhat reduced army there. It was 45. Right, let's spin on a bit. Okay, lost more claims. Portugal declaring war again. Flemish separatists. And a spy from Burgundy. That's fine. That is the problem with letting time go really fast, but with the nearby castles we wasn't really a problem. Okay, let's try and settle it with diplomatic power. Doesn't cost much diplomatic power to do that, so I tend to think it's worth it. Antwerp. Gain some loyalty with the burghers. Unfortunately, until we gain more loyalty with the nobles, we can't safely seize land. But it still has benefits, the extra loyalty. Plus, of course, we've got this new workshop, so that's not bad. Okay. Right, I think we can claim Cleves. So they, I believe, are currently the Holy Roman Emperor. Yep. So they're apparently planning to join in with almost anything we do in the Empire, so if we have a claim on their land, we can... Yeah, I don't know how they're going to be the Holy Roman Emperor with no land whatsoever. But I suppose we will find out. It doesn't necessarily mean we're going for them. Might want to go for Castile or Portugal or Aragon instead. But I do like to be prepared. Okay. Aragon. Let's start there. What happens if we attack Corsica? To Milan. Right, so that's a lot more possible then. Okay. Keep an eye on them. Separatists can be more dangerous. But it looks like they're sticking with Portugal. That's good. To be fair, they will have never owned this land. So in theory, separatists shouldn't be interested in it. But hey, if I manage to defeat Portugal, that would be good. While I think about it, who likes us least? Well, I think we've done Austria and Saluzzo recently. We should definitely do France. Oh heck. Okay, brilliant. And this may be brilliant. So our colony has gone to war. It does look like they have the advantage. Okay. I didn't actually realise we still had administrative ideas coming up. I suppose because we're so often using admin power. But yeah, we should actually finish this off before we take any more technology. I guess we should just keep an eye on this war for now. Insofar as we can. Okay. Ooh, that's not good. They made the Commonwealth the Holy Roman Emperor. Good grief, right, that could seriously cause us some problems. Okay, I mean, I'm still hoping to make them an ally. But yeah, just as we'd finally got away from Austria being the Holy Roman Emperor and they'd become a part of us. Ooh, diplomatic power would be good. Now we've got someone equally powerful, or maybe even more powerful. Probably still not a problem, because we should be more or less unstoppable, but... So yeah, you do have to watch this with wars with your colonies, because you can find that they get wiped out, your colonial nations. Even when they start them. There's also a limit to what we can do to help, I think, when our colonial nations started the war. But I'm hoping they know what they're doing. And they haven't bitten off more than they can chew. I think I'd be stuck with just declaring war myself or something, which would be tricky because we've got no casus belli. So I'm just going to hope that they're okay. We can obviously offer them some money using the immense reserves we've got here. All 85 ducats. but we'll see. And plus that is about to go even higher. Okay, I am thinking let's stop getting quality ideas and we need to really work on embracing global trade. We do have another merchant, which is good. So see, Bordeaux is pretty high, but I'm not really convinced it's necessary. I mean, alright, I suppose it would mean less of the money stayed in France and more of it came to Champagne, where we would then move it to us, but I'm kind of thinking, you know, places like Panama might be more useful, or even perhaps we should be going for the Cape of Good Hope on the grounds that it will eventually start allowing us to move things from the east. So kind of speculatively put a merchant here instead. There's a Cape of Good Hope. If I transfer trade power there, probably isn't going to help us much yet. So we have a merchant already in the Ivory Coast. Cape of Good Hope is the next one along. I mean, to be fair, there's only one place that trade can go. So all we're really going to be doing is pulling more of it. And it doesn't actually look like any of it is being retained. So this might actually be a waste of a merchant. Let's just see if it actually puts our money up even slightly. If it doesn't, I might at least peg it as a possible one to move. If not, move the merchant straight away. Seems going to take a while to arrive though. This is why it's important to experiment. Yes, merchants arrived. End of the game, I can live with that. Has gone up a little. Not much, but a little. Interesting. Okay, might leave them there for now. Seems a bit odd, but it's just there's quite a circuitous route. But we will hopefully end up with merchants here and here. Something we need to be really thinking about. And then we've got the Spice Islands and Australia, of course, where we've got a growing presence. We'll see. Anyway, back to spying. Right. Privileges. Who's this for? My nobles. Okay. Liege would like us better, but we'd lose legitimacy. Our legitimacy is surprisingly low. But then the nobles would gain loyalty, but not enough. I think we're going to have to risk the loss of nobles' loyalty because our legitimacy is a bit too low. Possibly should have gone for Sanctioned Dynasty when I was doing the Faithful Blessing. Never mind. Okay. So for Burgundy. Right, well, let's go for this one first because it gives us access to Aachen and Cologne. Is that something? We might be getting quite a few claims on Castile now. So we should definitely think about attacking them. But of course our manpower is still at 0, so not the best time. Should be able to make a second claim on Aragon now. So, Aragon, what should we do about you? That Sure whether to go east or west or where. Okay, well let's make landfall on Salento. So, Commonwealth, Burgundy and Siena. Not ideal. Knights, Portugal and the Papal State. That's probably better, to be honest. There's an option. The Commonwealth is actually positive with us now, and Russia is their enemy. So we might be in with a chance of making friends with them. Again, which would be great. In some ways, I almost wouldn't mind staying away from the Holy Roman Empire for a bit, because we do have plenty of other places we need to attack. Right, okay. Next thing. What are we going to do about this global trade business? We need 2,300. It's spread in a lot of places. Doesn't seem immensely close to appearing in a lot of these though. There's one or two. It'd be brilliant in some ways if we could just get it. A little higher in a bunch of these. Alright, let's see if we can just boost Chester a bit. Let's avoid the admin power. Let's throw some diplomatic and military into Chester. Avoiding admin power because I actually do want to finish the administrative ideas, because that will make our future admin tech cheaper, but that's a bit better. Should be a lot closer to getting global trade there, because we'll go up faster now as well. There's more development, so that should help a little, I hope. When did we get Incan separatists? Can Pretender rebels. Oh, Icelandic. Okay, that's a potential problem. Actually, no, let's not. Let's disembark you. I'd forgotten we made a castle, so in theory we should be able to get there anyway. We might be a bit damaged, but we might get damaged if we stand around. I am not aware of any Incan separatists. Certainly not any that concern us. Okay. Okay, we're getting random good events now, which is good. Liege is trying to spy on us. Okay, who's this? Were they there before? They probably were. Right, let's just keep making the... Actually, do we want to do that, or do we want to try and discover New Zealand? I just think we want to make sure there's at least one province in New Zealand, don't we? So we basically need to finish making our ships. So these are the warships that we'd made. I think better leave it be, as usual. So that one's fine. These warships technically are from the Atlantic colonial ships, which are which I completely forgot to use to move this army over. So quite fortunate that there hasn't been an uprising, considering we're very close to getting the actual colony finished. Yep, royal marriage offer sounds good. entirely sure why the ship's going that way. I would have thought stay close to the coast myself, but up to them, I suppose. Not entirely sure we're going to want to move yet anyway. But yeah, what I'm thinking is I want to make sure that we do have at least one province in New Zealand to work from. So we need the ships over with an explorer to discover New Zealand first, and then next time we get this colony finishes, whenever this colony finishes, we'll make the 5th one for this burgeoning colonial nation in New Zealand. And that way they will hopefully find it easy to spread into both when we start subsidising them. Yeah, that's the plan. That's fine, we will manage. Military access, no problem there. Anyone fighting Portugal? Also good. Might have an opportunity there. Okay, what have we got? We have to do something, absolutely. We have a new cardinal, which is brilliant. Okay, now this really is a black day for the church. Right. That's fine. We've got armies everywhere now, but we'd better prioritise improving relations with the Papal State so that Portugal cannot excommunicate us. Right, I do not want to do that. Okay, let's see what our people think we should do. Depletion of manpower reserves. Yep, understandable. Prosperity of lands in Kent. And the burghers want us to do something in India. Right. Cannot do the manpower reserves one, much as I would love to. Can't afford to. And I don't want to move on India yet, so we're going to have to increase prosperity in Kent. Not Norfolk, Kent. At least it pushes our prestige up. Okay. Now, it is not too expensive to do. Okay, so that was a mildly disappointing one. Looks like Iceland has backed off on having an uprising, which is good, maybe because we've finally recovered our manpower reserves. So let's just let this war go on a little bit longer, whatever it is. Okay, maybe not. Oh yeah, brilliant. Right, so we want to... Ooh, Tunis. Interesting. Let's make a colony there. And this should allow us to move our ships. In the meantime, need to make some more claims. Okay. Right, so we've got some more in Portugal. Probably want to go back down to Peru. Burgundy, have we got Turin yet? No, we have not. Right, let's get them. Aragon, going to go there to try and separate them from Castile, although we don't seem to have been falling out much yet. Commonwealth is sowing discontent. Okay, Portuguese Peru, let's try to claim some of their lands. And we have another one with Castile. We don't seem to have as much in the Americas. I think we already have claims down here, but let's just check. Yeah. We have a couple. So how about if we make an actual claim? Got Zamora, haven't we? Let's try to take Leon as well, just to ensure that we can punch through to Portugal in case we lose Zamora at the last minute. Okay, right, so what is this war that's apparently happening, and will it stop the Commonwealth from helping people? Apparently not. At least not Holland. But it might stop them from helping Cleves. So Burgundy, Liege and Regensburg. We have claims on a lot of these people. A lot of these people. That one might actually be worth doing. Okay, so how do we want to do this if we are indeed going to do it? I would think that if we start here and we could move into Burgundy there and Refaloy there, whose name I'm probably butchering. Let's try that. Okay, Commonwealth is a new emperor again. That's bad news for us. Yes, for some reason, it's just Cleves that don't seem to have any friends. Are they currently at war or something? They are. They're at war with the Commonwealth. Okay, brilliant. So let us declare war on Cleves. Good opportunity. Commonwealth currently isn't interested. We do need a diplomat, however. So let's grab the one from the Papal State. I shouldn't have too far to travel. Once again, worrying about how far behind we are in military technology. We're probably further behind than the last time we fought Burgundy. Yep, they're on 19. What would it take for us to actually embrace global trade at this stage? How many loans would we need? Nope, not repay, take. So we would need to take 3. I think I'm going to risk it. Okay, embrace global trade. That should give us another merchant. It doesn't immediately allow us to gain military power. Oh, this is interesting. Found the Indian Trade Company, which I think has no drawbacks. In fact, it just gives us an extra merchant and some more money. And even more money. Okay, brilliant. So we need to put these merchants somewhere first. So, assuming that the idea here is to allow us to reach India, I think we actually have Zanzibar as well, as it happens. But can we reach Coromandel? Because that is technically the next place in line. This is all kind of preparing for the future in which we have a holding in India and further east. So if we transfer trade there, and then can we reach Bengal? There we go. It's also transfer trade in Bengal. I do not know how positive an effect this is going to have on our money. The important thing though is that we are still making money. We've got +2 advisors, we're making money, we've embraced global trade. We have a slightly frightening number of loans, but we will be able to pay them back. And in fact, I might do forgive usury to help us to pay them back. Okay, so... okay, that's fine. They've just formed a new colonial nation, I think. So that isn't worth very much at the moment. It hasn't increased our money any appreciable way. But that has. So yeah, I think we can live with that. We have eclipsed a rival. Portugal is not our rivals. Okay, let's revoke the embargo so that it stops costing us money. And just check our rival situation. There's no one we can go with except the Commonwealth. I do not want to rival the Commonwealth. That's fine. Right, this is still as it was. Let's do it. I'm not using any mercenaries. I don't really think we have the money right now. So we're nominally attacking Cleves, and honestly, if we get the chance, we will definitely take their land. We've got a claim here as well, though, and we do have some claims on Burgundy. I think this one up here. Got at least 2 claims on Burgundy. We should stop building a spy network in Burgundy as well, because I don't think we'll be able to make any further claims. But yeah, basically of the 4 people in this war, 3 of them we have some kind of claim on. So I'm quite hopeful. And especially if the Commonwealth can stay nicely distracted, and if possible, friendly towards us. Just repay the loan without me even thinking about it then. But yeah, hopefully we can get this done. Make a few more inroads into the Holy Roman Empire without any major issues. Right, we also want an explorer. Because I want to discover New Zealand. Okay, that wasn't expected. I didn't expect them to go that way. Actually, no, because I want to reunite you with these ships. So... yeah, let's go that way. And that is interesting. Apparently Japan have been happily colonising away as well. Right, Cleves is a new emperor. That is probably good news. Although it might not be good news because we're at war with them. So I don't know if that means they're going to be able to pull a load of extra people into the war. But hopefully not the Commonwealth, who I don't believe is part of the Holy Roman Empire. No, I'm wrong, they are. Okay, that's very worrying. That's a very powerful addition to the Empire. Never mind, we'll be fine. Still hoping we can somehow... in fact, I'm actually going to leave a diplomat in the Commonwealth. So this is something I think we tried with the Papal State earlier. It's not as necessary now. Was it the Papal State? But yeah, it's just means we've got a diplomat permanently assigned to the Commonwealth. So it should give us the best chance we can of losing them as a rival. Okay, now who is this? Regensburg, brilliant. Yep, happy to make peace with Regensburg. They are the only people I don't want anything from. And I think that is our wonderful allies convincing them that this war is not worth their time. Lost a general. Gain papal influence or gain prestige. I might just go for the prestige. Okay, right, let's take that province because that is the one that we have a claim on. And I suppose we could even take Cleves next. Try and get things done with quickly. They'll hopefully be quite reluctant to make peace, given that we're probably going to want to entirely annex them. I think I've ever actually annexed a Holy Roman Emperor before. I'm not sure what effect that might have. Right, so no, we're not doing that. And who is this? Oh, we're fine. Actually, looks like Trent's already... Yeah, I think Trent's already sieging them, so that's pointless, because Trent will take the land. I'm assuming that they won't be able to actually claim it. So let's just focus our armies on Burgundy for now. At some point we'll hopefully get this province. So we're at least only claiming one from Liege, so they'll hopefully be a bit less reluctant. Yeah. That's fine then. We can get started on coring it while we're fighting everyone else. We only actually have the 2 claims on Burgundy. Who is this? Newfoundland? Nope, I will keep a lower profile. I want to stay friendly with Newfoundland. I've won the siege of Liege. No, I don't think so. Oh right, I see. It's over. Okay, fair enough. Also, we need to get a new general in that army. Stop having them wandering around without one. Also, a colony is finished, which is always good news. Right. Do we have a conquistador? It would seem that we do. Excellent. Right, I'll send the colonist here, though. So I want to make it definitely Cascadia. I'm a little worried about California getting squeezed out here, because we do need to work on Mexico next. In fact, do we have claims on Portugal? Because if we do, then let's start claiming some of these Mexican provinces. Okay, great. Better leave it be. And that's our go-to option now. We have lost a claim. Oh, that's fine. We've lost a claim against our own colonial nation. I can cope with that. Cardinal. I would generally think, as a good Roman Catholic, we always want to go with these cardinals. Reduce our tolerance of heretics, but we tend to be... converting everywhere anyway. It's like France has started on Cleves, fair enough. Saluzzo is on with Burgundy. This is a castle. Look like a castle. It's wondering why it hasn't fallen yet, that's all. That's Cleves wanting to make peace again. I don't think there's much point. Okay, we've got nearly all of Burgundy now. But there's probably no point making peace with Burgundy until Cleves itself falls. Oh. Oh, alright then, that's time corrected. Seriously? They're not even giving us Turin? Right, well let's try and get both the places we have a claim on. Not very interested in them revoking claims because I don't think they can make good on their claims anyway. There we go. That's more like it. The only problem is that the fact that it wasn't offered as part of the automatic suggestion may mean that it's going to trigger a coalition. In which case we were about to make things worse, because we're about to also take Cleves, which is also in the Holy Roman Empire. Oh, there we go. But at the same time, we can't be constantly worrying about coalitions. Yes, yes, everyone hates us, that's fine. Okay. So at this point, the sensible thing to do would be to let Cleves off with a warning. And not risk making the coalition even worse. Oh, revoke the most recent imperial reform. Okay. I like that. Okay, no, that was worth losing Cleves for, to be fair. And it does, hopefully, make things a little less dangerous for us as well. So yeah, I hadn't really gone into it much because it doesn't really concern us, but the administrative power or prestige, our prestige is really high, ignore them. The Holy Roman Empire, if it's going well, they can make these reforms that make them more and more powerful. It is not going well, they'd only managed to make the first one and we've just forced them to revoke it. And I don't really think they're doing very well at all anyway. You can generally measure it by the imperial authority. That should be positive. It is not positive. It's probably largely due to the fracturing religions, but it also happens as the number of princes is reduced. But yeah, so in some ways I like having Cleves as a Holy Roman Emperor. Certainly prefer them to the Commonwealth because they're not that powerful. And also, just the weaker everything is in the Holy Roman Empire, the better. So while I would have liked to have taken Cleves, because it would have been interesting, I didn't realise there was actually an option to force the Emperor to revoke reforms. So we've actually just weakened them a fair bit. So that's good news, and also it also means the coalition is slightly less likely to fire. I did notice Castile is in it. Aggressive expansion is giving -67. So yeah, so now if we attack Castile, we're going to have to fight a load of other people, which we don't want. On the other hand, we are still immensely powerful. And it doesn't look like the Commonwealth has yet joined the coalition. We see our relations with them has gone down because of our aggressive expansion. So yeah, it's only minus 39 over here. We'll see. We may have to give up on being friends at some point. So yeah, at the same time... Alright, that's Austria's problem again. Same time, now that we've embraced global trade, we can start improving our technologies again. Because I don't believe there's an institution that we haven't... begun yet. How are we doing for manufacturers? We did build 20, didn't we? We did. So we should be okay for them. Okay, so manufacturers is next. We are going to need to start thinking about the Enlightenment as well. So we need universities for that. It's a bit like what we did with manufactories, where we tried to spread them out, which we'll see the benefits of when the actual institution hits. But the idea is that it will start in all of these places that are in blue, and it will spread from there. So we're going to want to do something similar. Having said that, I think we got a whole load of money from winning that war, so let's try and pay back multiple loans. And what has that left us with? We have 4 left, which is good. And our money is considerably higher. Bear in mind that our money is now that high and we have +2 advisors everywhere. So that's good. That's a big improvement. Okay. Well, I'm going to keep fabricating claims on Castile, because we apparently cannot risk going to war with them now for a while. Aragon, yeah, let's just keep it up if we can. I'd like to get a better hold on Italy if possible. Ooh, Albania. That's fine, I hope. Our army's there already. Is there another army there? Looks like the English West Indies had come over to help in the war. Well, they had. Good of them, considering I think last I checked they were in their own war. In fact, that's probably the only reason we won, because we're quite depleted with that army. Yeah, how's that war going? I should just check on that. Still going. Let me send them a gift. I know it sets us back a bit. British Columbia's starting now, but Mosquito's a bit smaller at least. And they don't have any allies, so yeah, hopefully British Columbia doesn't need any help from us for that one. But I mean, that's good if they start conquering places by themselves, so I'm just thinking if we just give the West Indies a bit of a boost, maybe they'll actually conquer some areas. Make more claims on Portugal if we can. Oh, we can. Good. Don't know how soon we're actually going to be able to make use of that though, because we need the coalition to fall apart. On the plus side, I'm about to end the session, which usually seems to trigger them to fall apart for some reason. So yeah, so what we will need to start doing is making friends with everyone who we've got a chance of making friends with. So obviously not these 3 countries and not Burgundy. Probably not Cleves right now, but maybe some of the other members of the Holy Roman Empire we can get to like us again, so that they start pulling out. But yeah, other than that, I'm just going to hope we don't attack, and we can hopefully start building our military tech again, now that we have global trade and no penalties basically to gaining technology. So yeah, let's stop there. So that was good. The first part was mostly about rebuilding, We've got a whole bunch of new merchants though. We've upgraded to +2 advisors, which is good. We ultimately want to be on +3 throughout, which is the highest we can get, but they're extremely expensive. And at the moment, well, we are making a fair bit of money. I don't think we're making enough to have +3 advisors, but we should be able to stick with +2 from now on, which is good. So gradually start pulling ahead in monarch points as well, and getting to the front of technology. And we've eaten a little bit further into the Holy Roman Empire. Actually, that's another point. The part of the reason the Holy Roman Empire isn't doing very well is because a lot of their lands are controlled by countries not in the Holy Roman Empire. So every time we eat a little bit of land, that makes them even weaker, because we are controlling something. Looks like Austria no longer counts as being in the Holy Roman Empire either, which is interesting. Even though they're an elector. Oh, I suppose because Austria is controlled by us. So yeah, they're in the empire, but because they're a junior partner of Great Britain who isn't, that is weakening the empire. And while the Commonwealth makes them much more powerful from a military perspective, they only count as one prince in the empire itself. So basically it's kind of falling apart. It's probably going to end up becoming sort of a little annex of the Commonwealth. Not looking healthy at all. Partly thanks to us. So yeah, that's good news. So, don't seem to have had any uprisings in British Peru yet, but we're having no problems maintaining that army, so I might just leave it there indefinitely, even though they do cost us money. At least they won't cost us manpower, and when we next fight Castile or Portugal, because they're allies, so it's going to be the same thing, they will at least give us an extra bit of a boost. So yeah, that's it for that one. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.